Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to bring you a college question and answer. So this is like the end of my freshman year. I just finished like my classes today, so all I have is like finals. And if you don't know, I go to USC, which is University of Southern California. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get into the questions because a lot of you want to know a lot of information about my school. So yeah, so I just got a few questions on Instagram. Okay, the first question is, what is it like being black at a PWI? So I feel like it's kind of what you expect. So not as like the point of like, oh, it's gonna be, people are gonna be racist or whatever, which is like kind of true, but like at the same time, I don't know, you should expect to be like a lack of culture there because there's not a lot of culture here. Like, but they do have the money, like they have the funds to do things that like as black. So for example, the black community is really close knit. And because it is a PWI and like it's a private school, they have money to fund the things that the black people do want to do. So for example, if you go to like an HBCU, you might not have the funding, but you're gonna have a really big culture of like people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Our black community is really close to each other, but at the same time, overall, with the school dynamic is just a way lack of culture. Like people don't know much about anything black actually. Like people don't understand about weave, they don't understand about the language, they don't understand anything. So just be prepared for that. How old are you when you start college in America? Well, I was 18 when I started college and I'm now 19, so yes. Where do you go to school? Full glam, by the way, you're a baddie. Thank you. Oh, do I go to school? Yeah. Actually, no, I don't go to school. I go to school looking like a bum a lot of times. So I just like put my wig on and put a hat on and walk out the door and like have like regular sweatpants or whatever, and I walk out the door. I have a college like day in my life. I probably would do another one or like something similar, but I don't go to school full glam at all. I actually like really hate to do that. I really don't want people to know what I do, just because I don't know. I don't want to bring more attention to myself other than like, because I'm already like the darkest person in the room, so I don't want to bring more attention to myself saying like, oh, I'm a social media influencer. What's your major and what's your favorite class that you've taken in college? My major is business administration, and my favorite class I took was like writing 150. I think it's because my professor, like writing 150 is actually a required class, but my professor was like really, I don't know, she was really, she made the class very interesting. We talked about a lot of things like outside of, I don't know, just like the normal, and like we pushed the status quo for like a lot of issues and things like that. So I really like that class because it combined writing with like actual things that are going on in the world that's like that we should actually hear about. And she was just like a really nice person in general. Do you think you've changed? I think everyone has changed, like anything. I feel like it's really good to change, and I think I've changed in some ways, but other things I won't change. Like I have like pretty high standards for a lot of things, so I don't change some things about myself, but I do think that everyone, like I have evolved as a person. I feel like every day if you're not changing something or if you're not learning something, you're not growing, then you know it's kind of a day wasted. So yeah, I think I am changing. Hopefully I am changing. I hope I'm changing for the better, but you know, I don't think I've changed overall as like who I am, like true to myself. Do you have a shitty roommate? No, I don't think I have a shitty roommate. Like it's just really hard to like share space with, you know, like when you are creative or like when you do certain things, sometimes you want to like film or like do other things. Like you just got to be mindful. Like it's just hard to share space, a small space with people. So I don't think I have a shitty roommate. Actually, like I'm glad I have the roommate that I have because it could have been way worse. I've heard like some worse college stories. I'm glad. How do you deal with the distance from home? Can you stay on campus during break? So the distance from home is actually a lot. Like I live in DC. Well, I was from DC. Well, I am from DC. I am from DC, right? And it's like a 6-hour flight, and yeah, so that's 48 hours or something like that driving. So yeah, it's a really long distance, and I don't really think it bothers me because I've always wanted, like since, I don't know, I was a really young adolescent, I was like really wanting to go to California. So it doesn't really bother me. But on breaks, you can only go home on winter break. Actually, you can go home on spring break or winter break, but you're allowed to stay on campus for spring break because it's only 1 week. But winter break, you must go. What's one of the biggest challenges you have as a freshman? I think one of the biggest challenges is probably like trying to balance like doing my dreams or like my career with also doing school. I used to be like really good at school in high school and like any time before high school, like since I was born basically. But now I'm like less motivated to do schoolwork because I am here. I'm at a college and I only aim to get a degree because it's a backup plan for me. So yes, I think that's probably why the hardest, the motivation part is like not there. How do you deal with relationship in college, usually first year? I don't know if you mean like relationships like platonic relationships or like friend relationships or relationships like boyfriend girlfriend relationships, but I don't know. So the first year is like really hard to kind of make friends, especially if you go to like a new place. Yeah, it's just that's like with anywhere, like in your first grade and you go and everyone's new. That's literally here. Especially if you don't have people that look like you, it's really hard to make friends. But let's see, how did I deal with it? I don't know, I just kind of stayed in my own lane and just like friends came to me, you know? Like you just build your own friends. Also, but let's see, with like actual relationships, I just don't do that because like I don't care. Like I don't really care to be in a relationship. So yeah, I think that answers the question. Like, do you think you're amongst the most beautiful girls? What? No. I don't think. What? No. Why would I think that? No, I think there's like very beautiful women, but I don't think I'm amongst the most beautifulest. That's weird. How do I get things cheap? Okay, for there's like a few things. Like if you're in college, it's really easy to get like discounts, student discounts, or just connect, like make group chats. There's like the thing called GroupMe where you can make group chats with people and like they'll sell you their books for really cheap or like anything like that. So do that, or like getting free food. I know my school has this thing called Pocket Points where if you're in the college you can register and like if you drive around, if you're not on your phone, you can get points and it accumulates so you can get free food or like discounts on food. How would you describe the student body? White. I don't know how to describe the student body. I don't know what I would say. I'm trying to think of an answer to that. I think the student body is more like they're pretty unique in the way of like you don't know exactly what anyone does. Like you would never expect for people to do certain things that they do, but like some people are actual in the military, or some people have like so much experience doing this other like crazy thing like coding and things like that. So I think we're very like they bring a lot of different international students and a lot of different diversity, you know, in the way of like actual what people actually do. So I think in that sense that's like what my school really has to offer, and like a lot of connections. A lot of people are somebodies here. So yeah. Do you like LA? What are typical activities students do in LA? I actually really do like LA. Activities, I'm not really sure. Most kids party. I don't really do that. I just like to go film videos or like, you know, do things like that. I don't really do much, so I'm not really the right person to ask. But maybe a year or two and I can give you an answer to that. Okay, sorry guys, my camera died, so if it looks different, sorry. Okay, so is USC in a bad neighborhood, and what are things to do around LA that are fun? USC's kind of in like, it's not the hood, but like it's, things go on, like there's a high population of homeless people in LA, so yeah, I wouldn't say it's in a bad neighborhood because it kind of is, but like at the same time, I haven't experienced personally anything bad, like, and it has a lot of security here, so I think you should be okay. And the fun things in LA, probably just like go to the mall or like go to parties or I don't know, whatever you find fun. Is there an African student union at your school, and are you in it? There is one. There's a few actually. There's like Pan-African, there's just like African student, I think assembly or something like that. I've been to a few of the meetings, but I'm not like part of it because I just, you know, want to focus on my career and not so much, you know, groups. When did you start making wigs? I started making wigs my senior year of high school. I made the original wig to this, was like Kendra's Boutique hair. This is like a reconstructed version. I like took all the hair out and did a new frontal and everything. How do you feel about the scandal that surrounds your school? Yes, heart. Oh, thank you. I don't care. Like, honestly, like, there's scandals every school that I go to. There's always, like, something, especially when you go to, like, a pretty, I don't know, school that's, like, known, you know? A lot of people, or, like, a lot of known people go here, then I know there's going to be, like, a lot of scandals and stuff. But I don't really feel any type of way towards it, specifically, because, you know, I feel like that goes on regardless. Like, people that don't get caught, it just goes on, and like the system is like always uneven. So I don't know how to feel about it. What is the dating scene like? Sorry for all the questions, I'm just prospective student. The dating scene, non-existent, especially if you're black. So I'm sorry, it just is. Like, if you yeah, don't expect to date in college for real. Like, that's just the dead truth. I'm sorry. A lot of people are just on games. You might get lucky and find a good one in the first semester, but that's it. Or you might find the one that's just been going around the first semester. So it's really non-existent, especially if you like want to stay inside your race. Like, say if you just want to date black men or whatever, or black women. It's more black women, but like the black man is just like not, it's very small. It's a small group of people, and like a lot of them are already taken or just being college boys. What do you hate and love most about USC? I love the location and I hate the culture. Do you feel comfortable as a black? Is it actually diverse? I feel comfortable. I've always felt comfortable in like being a black person. I would never ever ever change that. Like, I love being black. It's just like something about it just so unique. Like, honestly, we're the superior race. But yes, let's see. Is it actually diverse? I think it's diverse in the sense of like what people have to offer, but as a point of like race and like ethnicity, no, it's not diverse at all. Like, you see the same exact type of people. Okay, yeah, that's all the questions, you guys. So if you have any more questions about USC, just leave them down below and I'll just get to them. I'll be sure to answer them. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're like at 4K right now, so let's keep going up. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.